Welcome back to Learn English with Nick. I'm Nick.
I'm Jackie.
Today, we are going to talk about something huge. The massive animated film K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Ah, yes, K-Pop Demon Hunters.
We know many of you have probably watched it or at least heard about its record-breaking success on Netflix.
Definitely. And, this film is actually a fantastic source for English learners. It's really fun. The story is incredibly engaging.
Mhm.
And the soundtrack is just so catchy. It really helps new vocabulary, stick in your mind.
That is so true. So our mission today is pretty simple. We're going to break down the story, take a closer look at the main characters, and analyze the amazing music of K-Pop Demon Hunters.
All right.
By the end, you'll be able to talk about this, well, cultural phenomenon confidently.
And you'll learn some fun new English words and phrases along the way, too.
Okay, so where do we start? The popularity.
Let's definitely start there. I mean,
Yeah.
the sheer scale of the film's popularity,
Yeah.
it was truly record-breaking. Kind of bigger than anyone expected, I think.
It really was more than just a hit, wasn't it? It became this global sensation, like almost overnight.
Yeah.
Just look at the numbers. By early September 2025, K-Pop Demon Hunters had over 266 million views worldwide.
266 million. That number is just staggering. It really shows the immense power of, well, K-pop fandoms,
Yeah.
but also just broad appeal.
Exactly.
And what makes that number so important is, the context. This animated movie didn't just do well.
Right.
It actually surpassed the total viewership of massive live-action shows like Squid Game,
Wow.
which means it officially became the most watched Netflix film of all time. I think it really changed how people see animation's global reach.
And I find it amazing that its success wasn't just limited to streaming either.
No, that's right.
Netflix actually put out a special sing-along version in movie theaters.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And get this, for one weekend, that sing-along version topped the North American box office.
An animated sing-along.
Yeah, an animated movie based on singing topping the box office. That really shows some serious crossover appeal.
It really does. And the music itself. Well, that was an unprecedented phenomenon.
Oh, definitely.
The soundtrack achieved something historic. It was the first film soundtrack ever to land 4 songs in the Billboard Hot 100's top 10 simultaneously.
4 songs.
At the same time.
At the exact same time. Never happened before.
That's just incredible. It really speaks to the creative quality, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And the main single, Golden, it hit #1 globally.
Mm-hmm.
And in Korea, Golden achieved something called a perfect all-kill. Now, that's a specific term in the music industry there.
Right. What does that mean exactly?
It basically means the song topped all the major Korean music charts at the same time. It just completely dominated. The fans were streaming it like crazy.
So critics were calling it a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah.
What do you think stands out as the main reason audiences, loved it so much?
I think it was a perfect storm, really. Fans obviously love the blend of that high-energy, vibrant K-pop style, the dancing, the fashion.
Mixed with really exciting, high-quality animation. But I think the core reason was the themes. These empowering themes of, accepting yourself and the power of friendship.
And the fans definitely played a huge part in making it a viral hit.
Oh, for sure.
The movie got over 117 million social media engagements. You saw K-pop fandoms just driving this buzz, creating dance challenges, sharing amazing fan art.
Yeah, it turned into this huge online event that just kept growing really organically.
Okay, so let's unpack the story a bit for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. We should probably explain the setup simply. What's the main conflict?
Right. So the story centers on this super famous K-pop girl group called Huntrix.
Got it.
There are 3 members, Rumi, Mira, and Zoe. Now, by day, they're world-famous idols, music stars.
Right.
But by night, they're secretly demon slayers.
Okay, cool premise. Secret identities.
Exactly. And their big mission is to protect the human world using this ancient magical barrier that surrounds it. It's called the Han Moon.
The Han Moon. And how does it work?
Well, it's sustained by the love and positive energy coming from their fans. The more love, the stronger the barrier.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
Right. But then you have the main villain, this evil king Goima. He decides to use the idol's own world against them. So he sends a rival K-pop boy band.
Oh, a rival band.
Yeah, the Saja Boys, to basically infiltrate the pop scene and stir up trouble.
The Saja Boys, led by the very handsome, very mysterious Janu, right?
That's him. And their goal is pretty sneaky. They want to steal the fans' love and attention away from Huntrix.
Because if the fans stop loving Huntrix...
Then the positive energy feeding the Han Moon barrier weakens, and eventually it could collapse.
Gotcha. Okay.
And this leads us to the really big, fun twist in the movie.
Yuck.
Hunter X figures out that the Saja boys aren't just rivals. They're literally demons in disguise.
Whoa, okay. Demons wearing human faces.
Exactly. So you get this great mix of like pop culture parody. They make fun of synchronized dance moves and stuff, but also real supernatural danger. It's very entertaining.
And there's a really important secret within Hunter X itself, isn't there? Something core to the emotional side of the story.
Yes, absolutely. Rumi, who's the leader and the main singer,
Mm-hmm.
well, she's half demon herself.
Okay.
She has these amazing powers, but she hides her heritage. She's terrified that if she uses her demon power in battle, her voice, which is her source of identity and power, will fail her. Creates this huge internal conflict for her.
Right, that fear of being exposed, of not being accepted.
Exactly. And that inner conflict is really what the whole movie builds towards. It all kind of comes to a head at the big Idol Awards show.
The climax.
Yep. Rumi gets tricked into performing this really hateful, vengeful song called Takedown. And during the performance, her hidden demon markings are revealed to, like, the whole world.
Oh, wow. Publicly exposed.
Total chaos.
Mm.
And it causes this huge rift, this big division in the friendship between the three girls.
But it doesn't end there, right? There's a resolution.
Thankfully, yes. The trio manages to overcome their hurt feelings and reunite. Rumi makes this powerful choice to stop hiding and just embrace her true identity, both human and demon.
That must be a key moment.
It is. She sings a brand new song, What It Sounds Like, which is all about unity and truth. And that authenticity, that power, breaks the Demon King's spell.
And what about Gino, the rival leader?
Gino. We see this ultimate sacrifice from him. He kind of finds his humanity again in the end and sacrifices himself to save Rumi.
So the message is quite moving then.
Incredibly moving. The world is saved by acceptance and connection, not by hate or trying to isolate yourself.
That's powerful. Okay, let's zoom in on the main characters now. Which one do you find most interesting to sort of analyze?
Good question. Well, first you've got Rumi, lead vocalist. Very charismatic, definitely ambitious. But her core story is that struggle with her half-demon side, right? Her journey is all about self-acceptance. It's a really strong message, especially for young people maybe feeling different.
Then there's Mira. She's the main dancer, and they call her the visual, the most recognizable face of the group.
Right. Mira's very spirited, very bold. She's kind of the group's fiery backbone, you could say. Fiercely loyal. And she has that cool bladed polearm in battles.
She does. And finally, Zoe. She's the youngest, the maknae, and the main rapper.
Zoe brings the fun. She's bubbly, provides a lot of the humor and creative energy. Her weapon is enchanted throwing knives. She's loyal too, but maybe sometimes struggles a bit with insecurity in that super competitive K-pop world.
And we definitely can't ignore Genu, the leader of the Saja boys.
No way. He's the classic heartthrob on the surface, but his backstory is quite tragic. He was human, apparently, and was so desperate for fame he traded his soul to King Gwema just for an amazing singing voice.
Wow, a Faustian bargain kind of thing.
Exactly. And he's fascinating because he actually develops a soft spot for Rumi. He spends the whole film wrestling with his evil mission and his conscience.
So thinking about their arcs, which character do you find the most compelling?
I actually find Gina's character arc the most compelling. He made this terrible choice out of ambition, trading his soul.
Right.
But what's amazing is how his complexity impacts the film's message. He's forced to be evil, but you see this remaining human kindness, and it adds so much emotional depth. He's not just a flat bad guy. He's also a victim of his choices.
That's a really good point. You do feel genuine sympathy for him, even though he's technically the antagonist. But for me, I think I'm still most drawn to Rumi.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Well, Genu's struggle with ambition is powerful, but Rumi's struggle with shame, with hiding a fundamental part of herself that feels incredibly relatable on a different level. Her internal journey, learning to trust herself and her power, seems the most complex to me.
That's fair. Her journey really does lead us perfectly in the main themes, doesn't it? The film explores some big, pretty sophisticated ideas, especially that theme of identity and shame.
Yes. This feels like the absolute key to the movie's resonance. The filmmakers use Rumi's struggle with her half-demon side as this perfect allegory, like a symbolic story, right, for accepting any hidden part of yourself.
Exactly. It's like coming out, whether that means revealing, a cultural identity, a secret talent, or just something you were always taught to feel ashamed of.
And they visualize it so powerfully. When Rumi feels ashamed or tries to deny that part of herself, the shame literally silences her voice.
Her source of magic.
Yeah, it shows you, the audience, that self-denial is crippling. It stops you from reaching your potential. Only when she accepts all of herself can she sing with that full world-saving power.
It's really well done. And the second major theme is, of course, the power of music.
Right. In this world, music isn't just entertainment, it's actual magic. World-saving magic.
Yeah, the love and support between the fans and the artist, that devotion is literally what sustains the magical Han-Moon barrier. It makes the fans active participants in the story, which is cool.
And you really see this theme through the contrast in the soundtrack, don't you?
Oh, definitely. Let's look at the Soulja Boy's big hit, Soda Pop. It's deliberately super sugary sweet, almost like a parody of some light, bubbly K-pop songs.
Right, very catchy on the surface.
But the lyrics have these really sinister, kind of evil, double meanings hidden inside.
That's what I found fascinating. The music sounds so cheerful, but if you actually listen to the words, they're singing about like devouring their fans, lyrics like drink you up, eat you up.
Yeah, promising this sweet consumption. It's catchy, but it's hollow. There's no real connection there.
And then in total contrast, you have Huntrex's final song, What It Sounds Like.
Right, which is this raw, emotional pop rock anthem. It's all about singing the truth even when it's painful. It's the sound of authenticity, of acceptance, breaking down those walls of fear and prejudice.
So the music itself becomes the weapon against evil.
Yes,
Okay, so we promised to share some memorable phrases and quotes to help you practice your English vocabulary and pronunciation. These quotes really reinforce those big themes we've been talking about.
Good idea. Okay, our first quote is from the mentor character, Celine. It's kind of her motto for the group. Our music ignites the soul and brings people together.
Ignites, that's a great verb. Means to start a fire, right? So the music starts this strong, warm, inspiring feeling deep inside in your soul.
Exactly. It captures that core message.
Yeah.
Music as a source of hope and unity. It's a fantastic verb for you to remember and use.
Okay, what's next?
The second one is a really powerful lyric from Rumi's big transformation song, Golden. It becomes her personal anthem of self-acceptance. She sings, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be.
Oh, I love that line. It's such a perfect phrase you can use in English to express newfound confidence, Embracing your true self.
Definitely.
Like if you feel proud of something you've achieved or a change you've made, you could say, now I'm shining like I was born to be. It feels very motivational.
Very much so. And our final quote is a bit different. It's a fan favorite, more humorous and relatable one. It's from Rumi, right before a huge, demanding concert. She says, okay, this is our biggest show yet. The most songs, the most moves, which means the most carb loading.
Yes. We love this one because it just reminds us that these idols are human, right? Carb loading, that means eating lots of carbohydrates like pasta or bread or rice.
Got to get that energy.
Exactly, to get maximum energy before a big physical activity. It just shows that even global K-pop superstars can be goofy and relatable and rely on snacks just like the rest of us.
Totally. So just to summarize our episode for you today, K-pop Demon Hunters is, yes, a fun, action-packed story.
Very fun.
But underneath all that fun, it's actually a really powerful story about friendship, about self-acceptance, and about the true world-changing power of authentic music.
It really is more than just a cartoon. And that final scene, where Rumi makes that monumental choice to actively shatter the Han-Moon barrier completely.
Yeah, that was a bold move.
She basically proclaims that isolation and shame aren't the answer to saving the world. Acceptance and connection are.
Which brings us perfectly to our final provocative thought for you, the listener. Thinking about that deep message, what barrier in your own life, maybe it's a fear you have, a secret you keep, or even a prejudice you hold, what barrier could you potentially shatter by choosing to be a bit more authentic, by letting others see the real you?
Something to think about. We really hope you enjoyed this in-depth look into K-pop Demon Hunters today.
And we hope you learned some valuable English vocabulary and phrases along the way.
Thank you so much for joining us.
We'll talk to you next time. Goodbye for now.
Bye, everyone.